Hey everybody, it's Donna back with another process video of a card I'm creating as my entry for the Coffee Lovers blog hop. The Coffee Lovers blog hop, it's a huge blog hop with many participants making different projects with a coffee theme. I will link my blog post in the description box below for more information about the blog hop and how you can participate. So for my entry, I am making a card featuring some Craft and Desert Diva products. First, I'm using this digital stamp. This one's called Coffee and Donut Bear, and I'm using my Copic markers to color the image. My coloring is fairly simple. I use between 2 to 3 colors or shades per section or per color. And I'm using Christmas colors, if you will. I plan to use this card as an entry into the Craft and Desert Divas monthly challenge as well, and the inspiration photos featured a ton of Christmas colors. So that's the look we're going for. So I'll just finish coloring all these images, and I'm no expert by any stretch of the imagination on coloring. I'm still learning the color combinations. I'm still learning the blending and the light source, and there's just so much to learn, frankly. But I think this card turned out fairly well with the coloring in the end, and so I'm happy with it. So that's it for all the coloring, and I go ahead and fussy cut my image out so that I can use it just as the image alone on my card. And I do cut that little squiggles off. It was just going to be too hard to cut around that. And then I used some pattern paper. I believe this came from the last Scrapping for Less card kit, and I'm using the Craft and Desert Divas fancy frames to cut that panel out. And I've also used a piece of real dark red, like burgundy color cardstock, and I die cut that using a stitched rectangle die. And I'm just adhering that to a top folding A2 size card base. And then I decide something's still missing on the front of the card, so I'm using another Craft and Desert Diva product. This time I'm using the inside scalloped circles, and I go ahead and I cut out from the same cardstock, I cut out the medium-sized inside scallop circle. And then I decide I don't like the little white part that I left from the inside of the donut, so I very carefully cut that out using my craft knife, and I pray really hard that I don't mess up at the end. And then for this sentiment, I used another Craft and Desert Divas product, and I use Memento Rich Cocoa to stamp my image. And I'm using my Misty just in case I have to double stamp it, which it looks pretty dark, but as it dries, it does fade out a little bit, and so I kind of wish I would have stamped it twice. So now I just put my card together. I have my red card base, and I have my pattern paper card panel, and then I do pop up the circle with some foam tape just for a little dimension, and then I'll add my focal point image to the center of that, and that will basically complete my card. So that's it for this card. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found this video useful. If so, please let me know in the comments below. Leave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you another time.